I just heard the news. Defeated by the Legion's mercenary. I just heard the news. King Nantharion was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries.
Where are all the workers?
You made it! I was worried one of those reality tears got you. Laramil and that floating ball of eyes told me to meet you here. They explained all about the reality tears. They sound terrible. What's going to befall us next, I wonder? She did. According to Scroot, there's an old forge deep within the mine that's dedicated to Boethia. Laramil and her believe that if you present the sword at the forge, Daedric energy will once more flow into the blade. The entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine. Boethia created Abolisher, so it stands to reason that a forge built to honor her might be able to restore it. Master blacksmiths dedicated the forge back when Daedric worship was more widespread. It became a qualm of mine much more recently. Qualm always make me uncomfortable. Let's find the forge and get out of here. entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine. That's the forge. Ever notice that no matter never really changes? Anyway, dip Abolisher into the... polisher. It surges with power again. think you'll make with that?
This way, friend. Scroot told me to meet you here, but I wasn't. It's good to see you, friend. I was surprised when Scroot appeared, and I hoped she would send me somewhere not quite so otherworldly, but I never hesitated. I'm happy to assist you. Still, if we can avoid those reality tears, I'd be grateful. Yes, but I'm not sure I understood it all. Apparently you have a map that's also a Daedric relic? Scroot says you need to get it to something immersed in the energy of Mephola. That will restore its power. Have you seen Laramil recently? Her regards? She did? What were Laramil's exact words, friend? No, not now. We're in Apocrypha, and we have a task before us. We must get your map to something sacred to Mephola. As luck would have it, Scroot knows of a ship here in Fathom's Drift called Storm Spinner. It was carrying items sacred to followers of Mephola, and she thinks you can use them to restore the relic. The ship should be to the north. Let's go find it. Scroot said that the ship was overloaded with amulets, statuettes, and other Mephola paraphernalia. But we're looking for bolts of silk cloth spun by devout worshippers of the Lady of Whispers. The ship was lost at sea and wound up here. Fathom's Drift. Imagine the horrors washed upon its shores. Those bolts of cloth. That must be the Mephola silk that Scroot wanted us to find. Did it work? I think it worked. The relic is restored.
don't fear dark places so much as the things that lurk in them.
Over here, comrade. Perhaps you can make sense of what the Watchling told me. The friendly Daedra Scroot sent me to meet you, comrade. She and Laramel told me some strange things, but after everything that happened in Westweald... Anyway, I'm here to help. Indeed. Apparently the workers in this camp discovered an ancient shrine to Azura before they were overwhelmed. Laramel suggests that if you hold the Lamp of Clarity close to the shrine, Azura herself will restore its energy. The shrine to Azura should be on the east side of the lumber camp. Let's go find it. What? After everything with the recollection, you think I wouldn't want to see this through to the end? When Laramel summoned me and Scroot explained things, I readily agreed to help. Now, let's get moving before reality breaks down around us. The Wildburn was not kind to this place. Let's locate the shrine, but remain vigilant.
I see you are still at the beck and call of the lying Prince of Fate. I do not seek to be your enemy, mortal. Before we irreversibly cross a threshold from which there is no return, I would reach an understanding between us. Existence. You speak of it as though it was sacrosanct. But my prince was locked away and erased from existence by your smug and sanctimonious patron, forgotten by all. I fixed that, but when we tried to restore our realm, our home, you opposed us. No different from what Mora and the other princes did in that distant millennium. Think of what could have been accomplished had not the Prince of Paths been vanquished from history. Do you not see? Just stand aside and let events flow as they may. As I feared, Hermaeus Mora sees so much but has blinded you. I respect you, mortal. Do what you must, and I shall do the same. Perhaps when reality has been rewritten and a new Miramor arises, you will have a different opinion. Consider what I have said. We Daedra may be illusional, but you mortals are not.
I just heard the news. Defeated by the Legion's mercenaries.
I can sense the power flowing through the relics. Well done! Now, Scroot and I have an idea about how to proceed. With the 3 relics that were once used to imprison Ithelia restored, we must determine where to even begin our search for the Forgotten Prince. Before we discuss the idea that Scroot and I derived, do you have anything else to report? Of course he does. But his faith in his prince has made him blind to the danger she poses to existence itself. These tears are spreading. Soon the fabric of reality may be too damaged to repair. We must find Ithelia before that happens. An idea, yes, although Scroot referred to it as a remote possibility. We should return to the loom of the untraveled road. Perhaps the Echoneer can reveal a lingering memory as to where Ithelia has gone. But, Proxy, was Curate Gadain, well, that is, I am glad that Gadain is well. But, now we must return to Fargrave and make our way to the Chamber of the Loom. I dare not open a portal there directly, as the release of power when you destroyed it has made the area unstable. This portal will take us to Fargrave.
Watch yourselves. Who knows what dangers still lurk near the loom?
Gadain! I did not expect you so soon.
I came as quickly as Scroot's trinket allowed. I want to help, however I can. Let me accompany you.
Of course. Let us make haste, Proxy. Untraveled road lies ahead of us. Stay alert for any of Miramor's Daedra. below us. I shall open a way down.
Ancestors, look at this place. I remember when the walls of the necropolis were my entire world.
Tread carefully, Gadain. I prefer not to see any harm befall you.
I still have the amulet you gave to keep me safe. I couldn't bear to part with it.
And that you still have it. More than I can say. Damaged beyond repair, but still impressive. Use the Echavir and see what memories remain.
There's nothing salvageable, my prince.
Nothing! Damn them! Very well. If I cannot restore Miramore, I will create a new realm upon the festering corpse of Apocrypha!
Apocrypha? Proxy, we must talk. The power Ithelia absorbed when you destroyed the Loom. It has turned her into the very monster Hermaeus Mora foresaw. And now she plans to challenge him and take Apocrypha for herself. I fear we may not be able to change these spiraling fates. Change does not come naturally to the Daedric princes. Not like it does for mortals. That is why the one who knows sought you out. You are correct about the change. But that was the result of untold power, not a conscious effort. The result of the way events played out in those other realities, I suspect. Daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals. They are eternal, and have no point of reference for the transient. She was confused, vulnerable. That much I grant you. That, however, is not the same as being mortal. An intriguing notion. She saw other versions of herself. Is there a way to get her to see that and attempt to change her own perspective? We must consult Scroot. This shall require all of our combined knowledge if such a possibility truly exists. Scroot awaits us at Baragon's townhouse. Let us return there at once.
Everyone's back. Great. And I don't see anyone carrying anything that gets us closer to saving reality. I've been doing my best to keep morale up while you were gone. But even my usually cheerful mood is under assault. More and more of those tears in reality keep appearing. We're running out of time. Did you learn anything useful at the Loom? Another assault on Apocrypha? The Great Eye still hasn't recovered from the last one. We already knew that Ithelia had transformed into the monster Hermaeus Mora warned us about. I don't suppose you and Laramil have come up with a way to stop her. Daedra don't change. Daedric princes especially. It's their nature. We're not like you mortals, constantly reflecting on possibilities and remaking yourselves over and over. She's a monster, and will always be a monster. Different reflections? You mean the versions of Ithelia that Laramil told me you encountered on the many paths? She also said that when you first encountered Ithelia, she looked mortal and was confused and weak. At least by Daedric standards. You're right. Ithelia has changed, and reflecting might just be the key. I read about a relic created by a mortal wizard. A mirror that revealed the innermost thoughts and dreams of the viewer. Laramil and I must consult some ancient texts. Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Ithelia. I spotted a primordial shattered titan in the ruins of Scion while I was scouting instabilities. Retrieve a fragment from that ancient Daedra. We can use it to create the relic. It's very old. Ancient, even. One of the first things the Prince of Paths ever created. And it's big. How it got to the ruins of Scion, I have no idea. But it's there, and we can use it. Provided you can defeat it and bring back one of its shards.
I know those ruins. They're west of Skingrad.
Then let's not waste time. Let's go get this shard.
Agreed. We'll meet you there.
I just heard the news. King Nantharion was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries.
of Scion in this cave. Let's proceed with caution. Baragon, Curate Gadain, guard the entrance. It looks as dangerous as Scroot described.
So be it.
wanted to explore these ruins. Stay alert. That must be the Titan. Let's destroy it and gather a fragment. Titan and we can return to the other.
Friend, we need to get out of here.
What's happening?
I warned you against interfering, mortal, but you refused to heed me. A reality tear? How fortuitous. Let this be the end of fate's chosen.
Friend, look out!
Curate Gadain! He's gone.
Mourn later. We must get this fragment back to the others.
Maybe? Nothing like this has ever been attempted.
It has to work, Scroot. There are no other options. Ah, here comes our proxy. Where is Gidane? I see you and our allies have returned safely with a fragment of the Miramore Titan. But where is Curate Gidane? No, that cannot be. He had my amulet. And you were there. And Baragon. And Tribuna Leia. There must be some mistake. Gidane. He cannot be gone. Do not presume to remind me of the stakes we face. I brought you into this. Go speak with Scroot. I need to think.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word. I'll never understand your transient emotions. Whatever. We all face non-existence if we don't do something about Ithelia and the reality tears. You secured the fragment? Definitely part of an ancient Miramore Titan. It should serve nicely as the focal point of the ritual Laramil and I developed. As soon as she collects herself, Laramil will guide you through the process. No. This is something that you and Laramil need to do together. Your fate's chosen, and she's a magic user who can see the threads of fate. I'm just a watchling with delusions of grandeur and a bad attitude. Laramil will help you. She has to.
Scroot is correct. This falls to you and me, Proxy. Place the fragment in the center of the ritual circle. Excellent. Now place a Barsha, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets around the fragment. Now, join your power to mine, and we shall align the threads of fate with the ritual.
Nor did I want to.
It is done. We have created a mirror of truth.
It really worked? Huh. Maybe we do have a chance.
Come, Proxy. We must speak. Despite the loss of Curate Gidane, you recovered a fragment filled with the essence of Miramore, and we successfully created a new relic, the Mirror of Truth. A time to mourn shall come later, provided we stop Ithelia and reality survives. Yes, he most definitely would. I can see the threads of fate coalescing to a point. We near the end of this path, and whatever awaits us. You have done well as fate's chosen. Take this reward and gather yourself. I shall do the same. Ithelia has become the threat that Hermaeus Mora foresaw, racing to Apocrypha to take the realm as her own. And with each passing moment, reality breaks down a little more. Time grows ever shorter, Proxy. You restore the original relics used to capture and imprison Ithelia. And we created the Mirror of Truth to try to show her the monster she has become. All we need to do now is travel to Apocrypha and locate her. Apocrypha, like all Oblivion realms, is infinite. But we have the skein of secrets. I shall open a portal. Use the skein once we cross into the realm and see if it can pinpoint Ithelia's location. Gather the relics, Proxy. We shall have need of them. Gather the relics, Proxy. Then... Gather the relics, I shall open a portal to Apocrypha. Once there, use the skein and let us see if we can pick up Ithelia's trail.
That path leads to the forbidden parts of the realm.
Another way to reach the Mythos, perhaps. Hermaeus Mora's private sanctum.
Reality tears here in Apocrypha. Go on ahead and I'll see if I can do anything to slow them down.
To that cave. Whispers. What is this? They can be found.
Hurry, mortals. Ithelia and her scion have breached my private sanctum. Enter the Mythos and aid the one who knows.
The one who knows needs us, Proxy. Just like at the Loom, Mora could not portal us closer to the energy now contained in Ithelia. But look what her very presence does to Apocrypha. We must hurry. another tear. How many wounds can reality sustain? A dead end. But the path should continue. Use the Lamp of Clarity and see what it reveals. The light of the lamp will veil the way. Keep going. What havoc these changes king in Apocryphous ore? Another dead end. Use Clarity's light reveals the unseen. Let us continue. Another obstacle. Use the lamp here if you would. I think we need the lamp's light again. Remember Abolish's power should we encounter more of these Miramore portals. We must be closer. Use the echo. Maybe we'll
More
offer a clue.
hides in his sanctum. I will transform this realm and make it his tomb! Set wards in place, my son! Fate's minions must not be allowed to interfere!
Yes, my prince. None shall find the wards.
We must locate those hidden wards, Proxy. Perhaps the skein of secrets can serve us here. Ithelia had Torvasard place and hide wards to seal the door to the Sanctum, Proxy. See if the skein can lead us to these unseen wards. The skein indicates that the wards are somewhere above. Look for a passage leading up. The skein shows. Lamp's light again. They do not belong in a pocket. Proxy. With the wall destroyed, the way into Hermaeus Mora's private...
You have become the very threat I foresaw, Ithelia.
Only a threat to you, Mora!
Can you not see? Reality collapses around you as fate's threads unravel.
Your reality, Fateseer, not mine! Witness the ascension of the Prince of Paths to her rightful place of power! Keep draining Mora, Scion. I will deal with his champions. I am the Unreal. I am the Dark Tomorrow. I am the last path you will ever walk. Warriors of Miramor, defend your prince! was lost, mortal. I must! Done by a mortal!
Use the mirror.
What did I see? Mortal, tell me what this means. That mirror. It showed me the truth. I have become the monster that Mora predicted. And I remember. I saw it too. As Mora sealed my prison all those eons ago, I realized at the end he was right. I am the last tomorrow. It was what Mora saw when he examined my threads of fate, that I would become the Unweaver, the destroyer of reality. In that last moment, as the door to my prison slammed shut and my memories frayed, I saw it too. But it was too late. Because I had already set the compulsion in Torvasad's mind. I had already unspooled the thread to freedom. Now your actions have brought me a moment of clarity. But it will not last. Already I feel the power, the madness reasserting itself. A nice thought. But I am Daedra. I cannot change. And once the madness comes upon me, I doubt you will be able to contain me again. Forgotten memories and near limitless power blinded me. It led us exactly to the moment in time Mora feared. Not while the power of the loom and the energy I took from Hermaeus Mora flows through me. I must shed this power once and for all. Only then can the growing madness be quelled. Hermaeus Mora, you were right. I am a danger to fate and reality. Let me return what is rightfully yours.
Abandoning our sacred quest. No! We are too close. I claim the power. I will finish this.
You must stop Torvasad.
Despite it all, it seems we are fated to battle. Face me, mortal.
though I had forgotten until you reminded me.
No, my prince. I am Dremora. I am eternal. I will reform and complete the task you set before me.
Such is the nature of Daedra. Never changing, never growing. I return your power to you, Mora. And I disperse mine into the void. And Torvasad, my most faithful. I consign your essence to nothingness, never to return. Be at peace. At last. Poor Torvasad, blinded by a compulsion I never should have bestowed.
Fate's chosen has accomplished the tasks I set before them. Now, let us enter the portal and conclude this heinous business. Your prison awaits, Ithelia. Ithelia, it is time to resume your imprisonment.
To what end? As long as I remain in this reality, the threat I pose persists. My power will always find a way to return to me. Such is the nature of our princely dispositions.
The threads of fate agree with you, but what choice do we have? You are Daedra, immortal, forever. I see no other path before us.
Our natures confound us. We need a different perspective. One you so elegantly provided. Mortal, let us speak. My very nature makes returning me to prison a temporary reprieve at best. My power will always find a way back to me. And with it, the threat of the madness that overcomes me and can unravel reality. Mortal, talk with me more about change. Yes, my reflections. When we walked the many paths at the Outcast Inn, we visited realities where things had gone another way. I am different in those realities. But that is not choice. That is consequence. The aftermath of alternate events. The many paths lead everywhere. Other places, other possibilities, parallel realities. You can go anywhere. If you can just find the path. No power. A path where Daedra and Magicka do not exist. It would need to be a place where my Daedric power held no sway and could gain no foothold. I feel the tendrils of my discarded power searching, reaching toward me. We must hurry, mortal. Indeed. Hermaeus Mora can find an acceptable path, and I can show him how to open the way. And then we would need you to use Abolisher, to destroy the path, so that I could never return to this reality. Ask Mora if this will suffice.
Speak, Fate's chosen. You are deep in conversation with the Prince of Paths. What do your mortal eyes see that elude my Daedric senses? A path that is better than the solution I devised so long ago? Inconceivable. Do not overstep your bounds, mortal. Do not use my own words against me. Still, you are correct in that regard. Very well chosen of fate. What do you suggest we do with Ithelia to preserve our reality? Leave this reality for a realm where she would have no access to her Daedric power? I had not considered that. I would need to confirm that the reality guarantees our safety, but how will we make certain that she would indeed be exiled forever? What say you, Prince of Paths? Will you accept eternal banishment in a realm where your power does not exist?
I accept that fate, Hermaeus Mora.
Then allow me to turn my gaze upon the many paths to find a worthy reality.
And allow me to show you his will while I still have the will to do so. An excellent portal, Mora. Now...
Wait! We lost a good friend to one of the reality tears. Is there anything that...
The tears were not my creation. Only an effect of my passing. All I can offer is this wisdom to ease your mind. Now, you have shown we who are called Daedric Princess that there are always possibilities, even for us. Farewell, mortal.
Ithelia has walked the path to her exile. Take Boethiah's blade and destroy the portal. Cut off the path so that she may never return. Now, leave this place, mortals, and understand that you go with the gratitude of the one who knows.
Ithelia is gone, no longer a threat. But Proxy, we should speak. It appears we have done it, Proxy. Ithelia is no longer a threat to our reality. Your solution was not what I expected, and even Hermaeus Mora was surprised. But I suppose that was why he selected you as fate's chosen in the first place. Ithelia is gone and can never return. But the damage she caused to reality may still be a concern. For the moment, let us reflect on what this victory has cost us. And take this reward in recognition of your efforts. The one who knows insists.
Mortal, the Great Eye requires one last task before your contract expires. Along with everything else.